Hi folks, a bit cooler today, thank goodness. It's been a nightmare of a week to paint. And yesterday I think, well, I managed to get a decent painting out, but I scraped my palette and put it on a bit of kitchen paper, and as I put it in the bin, the big dollop of paint fell off, and then I was treading it into my carpet. It doesn't really matter because I've got an old rug under here and I've got some spare carpet tiles, but so that wasn't a very good start to the day. And then I kept getting my fingers in the palette because I tried to show the palette, me mixing the paints as well. It's just got too much, so I've just slung the other one, scraped the best bits off the palette, put them on here. So I'm going to do something else, but I'm going to either hold this one or just clip. I'll probably clip it to the board here, but there's about a 6-inch gap now between, between my makeshift palette and the 8x10 MDF board here. I thought a bit of a lake. I might use the brush and the knife, but anybody been watching the Last Kingdom series on Netflix? I'm not saying anything about the programme. There was a three series, but some of the locations, I don't think they're in this country. It's about this country. It's about the Middle Ages and the battles against the Danes. But it was the location. I think probably filmed a lot in Romania or something like that. But some of the locations, if you had your camera ready, you could have snapped some of them and painted from them. I didn't. I just sort of tried to remember. But I was watching one yesterday. It was a film. I think it was called The Last King. I was sort of dozing in and out of that one, but there were some beautiful locations on that one. So we'll do something with some sort of hills in the background, and I will have a bit of an island maybe. The lake across here. A few trees and a bit of foreground in there. So that'll do, a bit of that island. A bit of tree coming out there maybe. Right, okay, so sky, dramatic sky I think. So some blue and some red, cadmium red, and some white. Oh, let's put some light red in there, dirty it up a bit. So I want a bit of a dramatic sky for this one. I'll just whack it on. I'll ease it in position with the brush, I think. And as for watercolour painting, well, the one I put on YouTube on Wednesday, and like the woody scenes, I've scrapped. I've taken it off of YouTube and Facebook. It just wasn't good enough. It was just too warm, and you know, when I've got the window open now, it's a little bit bright, but cloudy, breezy, and a much nicer temperature. So we're much happier today. But I've even put my finger in the palette, but that was from the other palette. Right, just some blue and cad red, I think. Oh, fingers cramping now. So we're going to have enough problems. Alright, let's get a bit of light in there now. So lemon yellow, bit of bit of the light red. I've got cadmium red, ultramarine, light red, some burnt sienna, some cadmium pale, yellow pale, and some yellow ochre. So let's get some of that in there. And if I get my oil, I think it's probably dry now. Yeah, it's dry. Just pour some out. Just ordinary linseed oil. I'm giving my boards 2 coats of PVA glue. You don't need to use a white gesso on these boards. They've got a lovely mid-tone, so you can paint either side. In other words, if this is pure white, whatever you put on it looks dark, too dark by contrast. So you tend to make allowances for it and make the colours more intense, and it doesn't really work. You lighten up the colour too much because of the contrast between like the black and white thing. Right, let's get an old brush. That old brush. They're all getting on a bit. Right, bit of oil, and we'll just work it in. Just get the paint on. Don't worry about creating an image yet. Just drop the brush in the paint, a nice blue, bit of that red. Right, okay, get a cloth, wipe the brush. Eventually the varnish brushes, these are good ones, these are the Pro Art ones, but all the ferrules tend to start pulling out of the this ferrule, the handle starts to come out. So I bang some pins through, right the way through, and snip them off at about, say, I don't know, 4mm, and then bend them over with a hammer. But I usually have a pair of pliers on the other side so that the nails don't come back through the ferrule, and that holds them. I've got 2 in there. That's as solid as anything now, but you need to get it quite close to the end because the wood only goes in about that far. All the rest of that is air. Right, cleaning the brush. And we'll have a bit of colour in there now. Now, light red is a very good mixture with the white because it's got a lovely pinky warm glow. But we can modify that. It's a good time to paint, really. Cool of the day. It's when it gets that. Well, we've been very fortunate. I mean, we're all supposedly locked down. We've been going out. For the supermarket shopping, that is. I want to get some dark on there now. Oh. Sorry about that. Put my headphones on. Been having trouble with my Bluetooth speaker this morning. Not headphones. Right, well, it's Chinese. Right, okay, sorted. Got this lovely Chinese accent. The Bluetooth device is connected. There's too much red in that. Right, Payne's Grey. Let's resort to some Payne's Grey from me big tube. Right, well, let that go for a minute. Let's get some distance. 2, 4, 6, there's 7 colours on there. More than I usually use. We'll go much lighter with that sky. Hills. To my tea. Oh, that's a little bit better. Let's just blend this here. Keep it soft. Soften around the edge of these clouds. Right, let's get a bit of light behind there now. Use that. I'll use that red. Touch of green and everything. That's a bit too even there. Right, now I'm in a cleft stick now. Do I want to use a knife or do I carry on with brushes? Let's carry on with brushes. I haven't done a brush painting for a long time. So let's use a decent brush. Burnt sienna, ultramarine. Just a bit of background. Such a touch of red in there. Oh, there's got a tree there. Straighten up a little bit. Plenty of colour. Right, let's put that bit of an island in there. I might have to change the counter change there. So let's have a bright green there. Brighter than that. Catching a bit of light. Right, let's get a good bit of green now in for the trees there. Let's have a bit of Payne's grey, cadmium yellow, red to darken it even more. to keep your brush dry. I'm not dipping my brushes into any turps or anything like that. I'll clean them at the end. I don't want to put any single like chunks or branches or anything. I've got to do more in the sky, but I want to get some sort of grey. I haven't done a brush painting for a long time. Cover that up there. Oh, nice breeze coming through my window. I'm going to shut it a bit, just in case it flips. Oh, it's a lovely day. A bit windy for me bike ride, but I'll still go. Let's bring that up there. Burnt sienna, ultramarine. Let's go darker green, and that's in there. Sorry, my head's not getting in the way. Probably is. If I can just get a bit of that sky in there. Um, right, let's see if we do some foreground for here. Right, let's see if we can change the brush and get a little bit of foreground in it. Oops. Ooh. Right, let's change that sky a little bit. Bit of light red with this white, bit of ochre. Well, I don't know, it's a painting then. I'll put it in the frame and we'll have a look at it. But here's my little palette. It works. Bit of MDF, bit of an old MDF. No good for painting, that's too small. There, look at that. Whoops. It's a bit fraught. Right. That's better. Well, there we are. We've got a little lake scene, quiet lake. I struggle to get that light. I think I put too much dark on to start with, or not enough dark. But I just wonder. I could put in if I'm careful. I could probably, when I get the paint off my fingers, use a little bit of that. Ooh. Ah, that's not working, is it? That's why I changed the knife, it's a bit crooked. Just trying to get a little bit of wind ruffle. Well, it all helps. Okay, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A bit up here. Probably that would have been better without, wouldn't it? Let's just flatten that one. Well, that's all I'm going to do today. But I don't think that's a bad little painting. Inspired by a TV programme, but could be anywhere in the Lake District. Different lights, but it's just my idea. It's just abstract, really. It's just my expression of a mental sort of view. That's probably could just. That brush needs a little bit of a clip, but that's another problem. I put my scissors down, I can never find them. I've got two pairs, so look, a little bit of a. But there was just one rogue hair there, so I've just trimmed it off. So all I've got to do now is that's it. That's the bit I wanted out. It's a little bristle. Bit of detail on there, or an impression of detail. Ochre is better than yellow. Yeah, it just gives a little bit of a misty bit of detail there. Okay, that'll do. Right folks, I'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Thanks for looking in. Bye bye.